Welcome to We Wine Whenever. Grab your glass and join 3 Jersey Shore housewives, Wendy, Kelly, and Lori, as they dive into everything from Bravo drama to life's everyday chaos. It's unfiltered, it's hilarious, and it's the real talk you've been waiting for, from relationship to pop culture. We drink wine whenever, and we hope you do too. Don't forget to subscribe and give us a 5-star review. Cheers! Hi, welcome to We Wine Whenever. I'm Wendy.
I'm Kelly.
We are talking about Real Housewives of Orange County, Season 18, Episode number 4, Judge, Jury, and Jenn. Sure.
I didn't realize that's what it was called.
Yep. So we pick up where we left off at the party. After Shannon walks away, Shannon goes over and she talks to Heather, Gina, and Emily. And Katie's sitting there and she's talking to Jenn and Gretchen. And Jenn says she's leaving. And she goes and she says goodbye to Heather. Wait,
Heather
no,
is
Katie,
the most.
Katie's leaving. I'm sorry, Katie's
Yes.
leaving, not Jenn.
And Katie, yeah, but you're right. Katie goes over to Heather. Heather is the most phony. Yes, she's an actress. She's a poor actress. She's like, so what happened?
Right.
Like,
right. I know.
She's a terrible actress.
I know. So then we see her, she's walking out and she runs into Tamra and Joe on her way out. Katie asks if she's okay, or Tamra asks Katie if she's okay. And Matt says, don't pretend like you care. This is your fault. Tamra says, it's my fault? Yeah, it is your fault. You are the one who stirred this whole thing up. You're the one who stirred this up.
Right. Absolutely.
So then we see Gina talking, I guess she was talking in her confessional about Gretchen and how she looks like the Barbie IG filter from 2003.
First, Emily says she dips herself in formaldehyde.
Oh, yes, that's right. That's right.
Listen, I told you yesterday, I'm so over this show. Like, very rarely do I get to a point where I don't want to watch a show on Bravo, but I'm there with this, and it's because of the Mean Girl energy. The Heather, Tamra, and now Emily and Gina.
Yeah. I mean, she looks good. I think Gretchen looks good.
She looks better than any one of them, including Gina, who's probably the youngest.
Yeah, Gina is the youngest.
She looks better than all of them. She's gorgeous. She's like a fucking beauty queen.
Yeah,
she should be in every pageant there is. She's beautiful.
Yeah, I mean, I will be honest, I don't particularly care for her hair color. I do think it's a little bit too light. And some of her styles are a little bit dated, but whatever. It's what she likes and what she feels comfortable with. I like in her confessional where her hair's long and curly. Like I like that one.
Yeah, because sometimes her hair, when it's so like stiff, it does date her.
Yeah.
But like you said, like, remember when we were recapping Love Hotel and I said that about Shannon? I'm like, she dresses so conservative, but you're like, it's just her style.
It's her style.
Like, that's
and that's
just Gretchen's style.
Yep, it's her style. Absolutely.
She's been consistent with it. And listen, she doesn't have her tits hanging out like Tamra used to when she was Gretchen's age.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah, I think she looks great.
Mm-hmm.
Then we see that Terry is stoned, and I think it's hysterical how stoned he is. And Jenn and Gretchen are talking to Terry and Heather about Tamra and her behavior and her being accountable. Heather and Terry are saying that she's changed and she's going through it now. I'm like, no. And
no, we're not.
No.
Listen, I have empathy for her because Teddy is going through what Teddy's going through.
Mm-hmm.
This does not excuse Tamra's behavior then or now.
No,
she's
it doesn't.
just as horrible now as she was then.
Yeah.
And you would think when your best friend is going through what she's going through, it would soften you and give you a little perspective. But it clearly has not for Tamra.
No, it certainly hasn't. It really hasn't.
Her showing up with Joe at this event, which clearly Gretchen and Slade could have cared less.
Right.
That just proves to you that she is no different than she always has been.
Yep. Yeah. And I thought it was interesting that, she thanked Joe for coming because Eddie was like, there's no way I'm going. Why would he go? Seriously, I wouldn't go either if I was him. I mean, no good would come out of him going.
Eddie wants anything to do with this anymore. I think Eddie would be very happy living in Big Bear full time.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, he's doing well with his weed, his CBD stuff. And
yeah.
I don't think he wants any part of this. Honestly, I think Bravo should just admit that they screwed up bringing Tamra back and get rid of her again.
I don't think that they will, though. I really don't.
I know.
I really don't. Jenn and Gretchen are both maintaining that she has not changed and her actions prove it. And, you know, Jenn brings it up, the fact that she's bringing Joe to the party and,
Absolutely.
the FBI hat. Like, there's nothing about her that's changed. Gretchen goes over and says hi to Joe.
Mm-hmm.
Jen
Class act.
Yes, absolutely. Jenn tells Tamra she wants to talk, but not here at Heather's party, which I agree that should not be happening there. We find out it's actually been 53 days since her actual birthday, and the real cost of the party was $80,000. Still astronomical.
Definitely astronomical, but not 3 times her Nobu parties.
4 times, she had said.
4 times, she said.
Yeah.
You're about $40K shy of that.
Yeah.
But math probably isn't her strong suit.
Probably definitely not. No. Then we see Gina and Travis are doing an open house, and last year they killed it. They closed $10 million in sales, and they were able to launch their own team called the Gated Group.
I love that name.
That's so good for them. I mean, I think it seems to me like she's kind of specializing in the 55 and older.
Yes.
And those are gated communities, but
Yeah.
I like it. And you know what? Good for her, right?
Absolutely. By the way, I'm setting that goal for myself again to do the real estate thing and pass the test.
I think that's a good goal. I would like to set that goal as well.
Yeah.
I just don't know if I have the time.
I know. And you and I did it together last time and it wasn't a good time, but I think we need to figure it out.
Yeah.
But that's a sidebar, people.
Yep, that is a sidebar. I mean, between all these episodes we're posting, like, I
I
don't
know.
even know. Like, when are we going to have time? I don't
know. We couldn't do what we did last time because that was like 2 weeks straight at night, every night.
Mm-hmm.
That was a lot.
It was
Yeah,
more
I don't
than
know.
it was more than 2 weeks, Kelly. I think it was like 8 weeks.
You're right. It was. Will did it 2 weeks because he did the day program.
Yes.
You're right. We were longer.
Yeah, it was a lot, and it was
Yeah.
after work. It was way too much.
It was a lot.
All right.
Well, we'll figure that out.
We will.
But this, like, stuff like that makes me want to do it so much. I'm like, oh my God, what a cute name.
Yeah. I know. It was definitely cute. Then Jenn and Ryan are at a dental appointment, and we find out they're getting their lower veneers done. That last time they had their uppers done, and they want to get the lower done before
I mean, listen.
the wedding.
And this is none of my business. None of my damn business. But veneers are not cheap.
No, they're not
So
cheap.
is Ryan paying for all of this, I would imagine?
He must be.
So why are people complaining about this guy? Like, he's treating her so well. Her kids are living in his home. Like, what are people? He was clearly not guilty of anything that was going on with the other guy.
Well, he did make a
That's right. Okay.
a deal.
All right, scratch that.
Yeah. There was a deal made.
That's right.
So, yeah. But still, he's taking care of her and her family.
Absolutely.
So, yeah.
He's getting her veneers.
Honestly, the whole time Tamra was coming for her just because she's jealous.
It's so obvious.
It's just because she's
that
jealous.
Tamra is jealous of her.
Yeah.
And Tamra's trying to spin it that she wanted her life, which we'll get to that. I think there's something there. I think there's something there.
We'll get to that.
Yeah.
Then we see Tamra shows up at the open house that Gina and Travis are doing. She shows up just to tell her that that Jenn said that she wants to meet up and just to make an appearance. There was no real reason for her to be there.
Wait, but this was Gina and Tamra?
Yeah, Tamra showing up at Gina's open house.
Yeah. And then Gina, I guess, was this in her confessional? She's like, I think Tamra is really trying to change. Can we all stop, please? She's going to act like this as long as she's on Bravo.
Yeah.
I would be perfectly happy with her off the show, but I think you're right. They're not. Other than Jax, I've never seen anybody play victim the way Tamra does.
This is very true.
Yeah.
This is true. Well, Ryan does tell Jenn that he thinks that she's going to be disappointed with her meeting with Tamra. He doesn't think she's going to get what she's looking for.
Smart man.
Tamra's maintaining that she has not done anything to Jenn. And Gina told her that Tamra said she wanted to have her old actual hair extensions. And Jenn tells us that Tamra reached out to her for a picture of her abs when she was using that as an inspiration for her tummy tuck. So, listen, we do find out a little bit more about this hair extensions, and we will get to that.
Yeah.
Heather meets up with the Joshes, Altman and Flagg. They're going to sell her house now. She's cleaned it up. Since we saw her last time, she did the floors and painted it and staged it to sell it.
Okay, so did she say 45,000 for the floors or 45 million? Did she say
She
they
said
spent 45,000 to get the house ready to sell or 45 million? She
no.
had to say 45,000.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't write down all the numbers she said, but she did say that they bought it for 16.1. And then there's that UIA tax, which is the special, like, millionaires real
Yeah.
estate tax. And then the upgrades, and they want to sell it for 20 million, but they're going to list it for 25. Okay, well, 5 million is a big number to be like playing with, I think. That's just me. Especially when you're
Yeah.
quibbling
Well,
over 45,000 the floor. Now you're overpricing it $5 million to start. I mean, I feel like I'm missing something. We need to
I
see
think
if
we're
this house sold.
always missing something with Heather.
But we need to see if this house sold, and it did. We need to see how much it sold for.
Yeah, that's a great
Because
great
that
idea.
would be the important part of this story. And then, of course, the house is sandwiched between LeBron's and Drake's house. Yeah.
So bottom line is they just can't afford the house, probably. Like they can afford to flip it, but they can't afford to live there with the upkeep. LeBron and Drake clearly have more money than Terry and Heather Dubrow.
Well, they can't afford to live there because they can't afford to redo it the way they wanted to redo it. They didn't
Right.
redo it.
And then probably the upkeep as well, I would imagine.
Yeah. I mean, I can't imagine that Terry doesn't have it. I mean, he's a very successful plastic surgeon. And the money that they made on other real estate dealings alone.
I know, but it's not LeBron and Drake money, for crying out loud. There's no way.
I mean,
I won't buy into that.
it may or may not be. Like, it depends on really who's handling Terry's money. And when he does make these big real estate windfalls, like, where does that money go? Does that
Just
money get invested?
The annual income, the annual salary income of
Well,
LeBron
no, it's
and
not.
Drake.
No, I'm saying no, definitely it's not.
Yeah.
Definitely it's not. But I'm just saying he could probably still live there and maintain it. I think he's just choosing financially not to because they don't want to put all that money in there. And by the time it's done, they don't know that they're going to want to be in this big house because the kids are going to be in different places.
Yeah, she's saying that the universe is telling her to go elsewhere. I think Beverly Hills just doesn't want her. And she was like, oh, shit, we bought this house and I
Yeah.
can't join the show. So let's sell it.
It is funny that her tagline is about the hills,
Of course.
right?
Yeah.
Then we see Tamra is talking to Sophia. Sophia is buying and selling clothes online. She likes to get her clothes at Goodwill. And she's also selling Tamra's clothes.
I'm laughing because that's what my daughter does and has done it for years.
Yeah.
Buys stuff at Goodwill, tweaks it, sews, alters it, and then sells it on Depop.
Yeah. I'll be honest with you. If Matt could figure out how to sew, or he could actually do it even without sewing, every time he goes to Goodwill, like we went to Goodwill the night before we were going to see Death Becomes Her on Broadway.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, I need to get a dress. So we go in to get the dress. He comes out with a Calvin Klein leopard print dress that fits perfectly. Like there is nothing wrong with it. Nothing wrong with it. It was like $12.
And so, so Tess,
wouldn't even need to do a single
they
thing
have
with
the
it.
patience to pick through that stuff. They've
Right.
done it for years.
Yeah.
Think about the Goodwill she's going to.
Yeah.
In Orange County.
I can't even imagine.
Right? Like those Goodwills are probably like our Nordstrom Rack.
Yeah. They probably are. They probably are. So listen, she's 19 years old and this is what she's doing. Tamra wants her to do the tour of the music school, but she's saying that she's not really sure if she wants to. Or she's not really sure if she's not really sure if she wants to move out yet. And I get it, Tamra said that she's, got some anxiety issues. So if she's not ready, then she's not ready. Let her stay home.
Yeah. You have to. You can't
push her.
them. Some kids, I think you can. Like some kids just need a nudge and you can. But if she has anxiety, why,
Right.
You're going to get that phone call.
Right. So she's also talking about her therapy and how she's never gone to therapy this long and how taxing it is on her. And she brings up Sydney moving out and she says she's never coming back. I'm like,
I don't know why she keeps bringing this girl up. She has repeatedly asked you not to talk about her on camera, and all you do is talk about her on camera.
Yep. And not only is she talking about it, but she's talking about it to her sister.
Yeah.
Like
and you can tell that the sister gets very uncomfortable.
Yeah. Yeah. She absolutely does.
And Tamra asked Sophia if she sees a difference in her, and her response was maybe.
Yeah, that's a big fat no.
Exactly.
No, there's no difference. Then we see Emily and Gretchen and Shannon go to the aerial yoga class. Of course, Shannon shows up late.
That's what it was called. I'm like, they're working out on hammock.
Aerial yoga. I will say I love watching Shannon try to do anything physical because it would be like me trying to do something physical. But she just goes with it and she laughs and she really was having a good time with the ladies. And I
So
just love
funny.
it. I love it. I really do. I like seeing those times. Like that's what I
Yes.
like on the show.
Yeah, for sure.
Then we see Katie meets up with Gina and Heather. Tamra said your husband yelled at her, is what Heather says. Heather's, you should tell your husband not to get involved. First of
Yeah,
all,
how about that? How about her saying Matt really shouldn't get involved? Terry is in every scene he can get his big nose in.
yep,
He cannot stay away from the camera. Sorry,
yep.
that wasn't nice.
No, but I mean, she was not the one to be saying, tell your husband not to get involved.
No.
And there was no yelling. You know, they play the clip back that he did not yell. There was no yelling.
This is what I don't understand about Tamra. She lies so much that it's to the point where she doesn't even realize that it's on camera.
It's no, but she's not lying in her mind. That's what the issue is. She is
You think she
delusional.
really thinks that he was yelling at her?
She thinks in her mind that he was yelling at her. And even when she watches it back and she sees it, in her mind, he's still yelling at her.
So she must have like that opposition defiance disorder or something where she, nobody can say anything to her. She gets very defensive and angry.
Yeah, she's just delusional. She's absolutely delusional.
Mhm.
I mean, they said that. I mean, Emily said that about her. It's not even so much as that she can't be accountable for her actions, but even when she sees them back, she's going to explain to you why she did it. She's going to make a reasoning why she did whatever it is she did.
Yeah.
She is absolutely delusional in every interaction that she has. In her mind, Matt was yelling at her.
It's crazy.
So it's not a lie to her. Like that's her
Right.
truth.
Right.
And when you show it back to her and you try and tell her, look, Matt didn't even raise his voice. Oh, no, he was yelling, because she will justify it. Like she justifies all of her actions and her words. And that's just, I mean, I don't know the medical term. I don't know if it's a psychopath, a sociopath. I don't know what the medical term is because I'm not a doctor, but she has got serious mental health issues. And again, I'm not a doctor. These are just my observations.
She's also a narcissist. So
yeah,
that's part of it too.
Yeah. Yeah. It's
I'll
hard
tell
to
you
watch.
what she's not enjoyable to watch on TV.
That's it. I agree. She's hard to watch.
She's hard to watch.
She really is. Gretchen said she has no desire to be friends with Tamra. I agree. I wouldn't either. Shannon said,
Emily thinks Gretchen should give Tamra a chance. And Shannon's like, in her confessional, she's like, listen, it's years and years of this same behavior over and over again.
Yeah, it is. Emily says that because she wants to be on Tamra's and Heather's side.
Well, she's also saying it because she is, working for them, basically. Like she's like their employee. So she needs to, promote them, basically. She's not going to sit there and agree with Shannon and say that Tamra has shown poor behavior year after year.
Right. No, she's not. Absolutely not. And then, Shannon says that she said what she needed to say to Katie and she doesn't need to talk to her anymore. She's good. And you know what? Shannon is mature enough that she can coexist with someone and just let it be, right? She's not going to trust her anymore. That's fine.
Right. Which is a shame because it did seem like Shannon was being a really good friend to Katie. So, but I don't blame her. Recording someone is not okay. And we saw it with Brittany on Salt Lake City. One of our listeners, darn it, I meant to write it down. One of our listeners said that this has happened before. And I want to say Tamra was involved. I'll have to go back and look at comments.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Heather asked Katie if she met up with Kiki Monique, and Katie said, yeah. Heather said, well, I heard that you asked her to put out stories. She's like, well, who did you hear that from? I thought that was weird that she said, who did you hear that from? Not, no, I absolutely didn't. But
I think she wanted to prove a point.
Yeah.
Because she knew she was going to say Tamra.
Well, but then she says Tamra, but then Katie's next response is prove it. To say prove it, I don't know. I don't I don't like that. I
The
don't.
responses are not, if
Yeah.
somebody was completely 100% innocent, you know, same thing as if you heard a rumor about yourself and you know 100% it's not true.
Right.
You're going to have the same response like, okay, no, that didn't happen.
Right.
I mean, her saying prove it is one thing, but yeah, no, you're right. Her responses were a little off. But then Heather telling Katie, I've always been in your corner. That's
Please.
laughable.
That is a joke. That's an
Yep.
absolute joke.
Yep. You damn well have not.
Yeah.
And then Katie's like, why does Tamra want to annihilate me? Right? Did Katie say that?
I didn't write that down, but I can imagine her saying that. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I have written down because you said that Heather called the paparazzi on herself your first season.
Yeah.
It all goes back to Heather. You fucked with Heather. For some reason, they all work for Heather.
Yeah. That's
This
what
is
started
why.
it. That's what
Yep.
started it.
Yep. This is why Emily outed your custody situation. And Heather sat there and acted like she had no idea. Heather knew everything. Heather
Mhm.
knew everything. You know what's interesting? I don't listen to Kelly Dodd. But sometimes I watch her clips with her husband.
Mhm.
There was a clip of Kelly Dodd saying that Heather Dubrow only left the show the first time because they were demoting her to a friend of, and she would not be a friend of. So she just left the show. Do you remember that? I don't remember hearing that, but she said it's in the book, and I have that book, Diamonds and Rosette, and it's in sections of franchises. So I'm going to read the OC one and see if it says it.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I would believe it more if it's in the book than I would from Kelly Dodd because I hear
agree.
Kelly Dodd is off the rails right now. I mean, I wouldn't believe a single thing she said. So they believe that Katie is planting stories with Kiki. And she's saying, you know, how she knows Kiki. I didn't write this down, but I think that they met on a podcast.
She says she's been listening to her for years. Maybe she said that. I just
Yeah.
remember her saying, I don't have it written
Yeah.
down either. I just remember her
Yeah.
saying that she's been listening to her for years because she, always thought she was a good journalist.
Yeah. I mean, I actually like Kiki Monique, and I've seen her on Watch What Happens Live. She
Mhm.
actually would do Sheena's podcast quite frequently.
Okay.
And then she has her own podcast that she does. I think she does it with somebody else too. I'm not sure who. Maybe Dorinda.
Now I think I remember that.
Right? Wasn't Dorinda and weren't they doing a podcast together? It was like
Yes.
an odd couple that you wouldn't expect, right?
Yes,
Wasn't it?
I think you're right. I think that's her.
Yeah.
I never listened to that either.
So then we see Katie's talking to Matt about her daughter Kylie and her talking about her finding her own place. She's 20. So, I mean, I guess at 20 you can start looking, but I can't imagine it's affordable where they're at.
Well, she's applying to colleges.
Right.
So
But-
she's going to like get an apartment and go to college, like not stay in a dorm, I guess.
I don't know. And I don't know where she's looking, you know?
I think they said her first choice was it you get the something
Is it somewhere in
Dale.
California?
Yeah. Her
Okay.
first choice is very close to home.
Okay.
It is interesting we haven't seen her on the show yet.
Well, it's only episode 4. I mean, we've seen 2 of our other kids, and we've seen the youngest twice already, right?
Yeah.
Tamra meets up with Jenn. Tamra says she's hopeful that they can move forward. I'm like, Jenn starts with, I know you're going through a lot with Teddy. I want to ask you a question and I want you to be honest. And she's like, all right. She's like, where did it go south for us? Tamra said, I admit I went off on Ryan at Katie's house back, last season. Ryan called Eddie a little bitch. He's not that innocent. Jenn said, then you run around about the FBI and then you say that my home was raided.
Here's the thing. It didn't go south at Katie's dinner. Tamra was talking shit about Ryan the whole season leading up to that dinner.
Definitely. Oh, definitely.
That's not where it went south with them.
No.
It went south when Tamra started shit talking Ryan.
Yes. Yeah. But then, so this conversation starts off good, but then this is when Tamra gets in her crazy mode. She's clapping her hands and she's literally clapping her hands, whatever you want. But if anyone says anything back, then they're the bad guy. It's not okay. And acting like an absolute lunatic.
And
an absolute
literally
lunatic.
talking about herself because Jenn is sitting there very composed.
Yes.
Holding it together, having a rational conversation and saying things to Tamra that are the truth. And Tamra starts acting like a nut job.
She really was.
Mhm.
She really was acting like a crazy person. And they're in a restaurant, and you could see the people looking around at her. It's like, that behavior is not okay.
Did you see the one girl, like, ducking, like
No, I didn't see that.
Oh, yeah, there was one
I
girl at
saw
the
the
table, she was
guy.
ducking, and then she must have saw the cameras, and she popped right up.
I saw the guy and the look on the guy's face, and he was just like, "Oh, boy." But just because you're louder and more obnoxious, it doesn't mean you're right.
Exactly.
Like that is her go-to move.
Mhm.
Let me start clapping my hands. Janet does the same thing on the Valley.
Yep.
Janet did the exact same thing on the Valley. Let me get
Absolutely.
really loud and animated, and then whatever I'm saying is going to be what it is, because I'm the loudest one, so it must be true. Tamara said, "You were going to say that my husband doesn't have a job and doesn't have any money." I had built up anger about that. What? I mean, listen, if your husband doesn't have a job and he doesn't have any money, then that's what it is, what it is. But if he does have a job and he does have money, then why are you getting all upset if somebody even said that? Like,
Exactly.
you are not making any sense. You're not making any sense. Jenn said, let's go this way because this seems to work better for you. Tamara said, don't effing be condescending to me. I don't know who the hell you think you are, but you're not. And Jenn said, I'm not what? And she said, well, someone who's above. Like I told you, Heather Dubrow, they cut the clip where Jenn said to Heather, why do you lower yourself? And Heather's response is, are you not lowering yourself by being friends with someone like Katie who lies? I'm like, you have got to be kidding me. First of all, there was nothing condescending about what she was saying. There was nothing condescending about it.
I mean, when she said, like, "Okay, let's try this because this seems to," I mean, there's a little bit of an edge there.
Well, because Tamara was just literally acting like a lunatic. Like
Exactly.
you can't go back with that. Like you just can't. Like, all right, let's try this another way. Like, obviously, what I just said set you off, and now you're acting crazy. I mean, I think that was a good response. Let's try this another way. And Tamara's like, I'm not the one who got evicted. I'm not the
She
one who
goes
got caught
Yeah, she just goes
cheating.
low.
I'm not the one who got caught cheating. And
Jenn goes, "Oh, and you've never cheated?"
right, you've never cheated?
And here's the thing, I don't even think she's talking about Simon. I think Tamara's cheated on Eddie, and I think the stories about her and Ryan and her saying, "Should I go upstairs and take one for the team?" I
Mhm.
think that is 100% true. I think Tamara has cheated on Eddie, and
She probably has.
I don't think Jen would ever put it out there, but I think that's what Jen's talking about.
It's just like, when you live in a glass house, why are you throwing stones? Like, why is she saying that to her?
And the thing is that
And the reason
Jen
she got
cheated on her
evicted.
husband. She's admit it.
Right.
Like,
Exactly.
move on. And the fact that Tamara is still friends with her ex, I highly doubt Tamara was friends with Jen's ex before they got divorced. And that she's friends with Joe, and that she's friends with Slade's ex-wife. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
You have no fucking life? You gotta go pick up friends this way?
It's just blows my mind that that's where Tamara goes.
Mhm.
It blows my mind, especially considering her own indiscretions.
100%. And you're coming at her for getting evicted. You were a single mom with Ryan when you were younger, and she's, like, talked about how she couldn't make ends meet and, you know, have empathy for the woman.
Right.
She wasn't happy in her marriage. Whatever everybody thinks, she wasn't happy.
Right.
So, happy people don't cheat. Happy people don't look for things outside of their marriage. So, she wasn't happy. Okay, she had an indiscretion. She acknowledges it, and she divorced him.
Right. Right.
And that
And
could not have been easy for her.
no, and there was a lot of factors. He lived in another state. He was
Mhm.
working for her family. They were doing the nesting thing with the house when they were separated. She thought the bills were being paid. That's why she got evicted. Like, come on, Tamara, you know the backstory. You know the
Right.
story.
And
So,
someone getting evicted from their home does not make them a bad person. It
no.
just means that they're down on, down right now
Yeah.
and they need help and they can always build back up. Getting evicted does not make somebody a bad person.
No, it doesn't.
So that should never be used as an insult.
Tamra said also, she said, you probably don't want me to bring it up. And Jen's like, I don't even know what you're talking about. And then Jen said, I don't even know who you are. And Tamra said, I don't care. Jen said, you feel like I'm obsessed with you, like some single white female. Tamra said, there was some weird shit that went on back in the day, and like putting in my old hair extensions. And then we find out that they were clip-on extensions. She was there right after she had them taken out. They jokingly said, oh, these were Tamra's extensions. She's only had them on for a couple hours. You want to see what they look like. She didn't even know. She wasn't even friends with her at the time. It had happened so long prior to that.
Right.
And when they
Here's
became
something,
friends,
though.
she mentions it to her. Once they became friends, she mentioned it to her.
Here's what I think could be. Yeah, so the hair extensions, now we have an explanation. So it was a joke. The stylist put them in her hair and then took them out. She said, I never left the salon with them in my hair. You
Right.
can't. Like, I
Right.
guess clip-ons you could, but like nobody's going to do that. No stylist is going to do that.
Right.
But it does sound like maybe when the first time Tamara was on the show, Jenn maybe wanted an opportunity to be on the show back then.
Yeah.
So maybe she did go to the hair salon that Tamara went to. Maybe she did join Tamara's gym. Like, maybe these things were her just being maybe a fan of the show or seeking out opportunities. But you can't tell me that other women in areas, we live at the Jersey Shore. Real Housewives of New Jersey shoots up north. My cousin did a sizzle reel for Real Housewives of New Jersey because she lived in the area that they lived in. It didn't work out. Thank God. I think that was probably the best thing for her marriage and her family. We've talked to cousin Gina about this.
Yeah.
But I'm sure there are many people up in North Jersey, in Franklin Lakes, Montvale, in that area who do similar things, who do find out where Melissa Gorga goes to get her hair cut.
Right.
That's normal. That's not, she's trying to make it like she was like a stalker. That to me is not stalker behavior. But I do think it's possible that Jenn did that.
No, like you said, I mean, they're kind of benign things, right?
Mm-hmm.
She is exactly in the area. She said the gym was 1 mile from her yoga studio. So it's not like she's, relocating to make this happen.
And listen, if Tamra's gym didn't offer yoga, maybe Jenn went there to be like, hey, like maybe we can do like some kind of partnering, like specials, like buy a class from me here. You get like something here. They're also local small
Yes.
businesses.
Yeah. But I do believe that she was training at the gym, right? Because Tamra had said something about her doing the fitness competition. And as we can see, Jenn is in very good shape, and that is not all from yoga.
Exactly.
Right. And so you go to a gym where, you can get trained. And Eddie said he trained her. Like, he was, she was getting in shape. And by the way, you also, Tamra, said that she was fat. And you showed a picture of her where we all agreed she wasn't.
I think we're going to see that next week, right?
I think we are.
That's so bad what Tamra did there. So
I
bad.
know.
If
I
she
know.
was not getting enough heat on social media, wait until next week. That's
know.
not going to be good for her. But Jenn asked her, how's therapy going? And she calls her sick. And that really set Tamra off. But I mean, she is.
Yeah. So then at that point, then Tamra gets up and leaves and says, I can't move on. She says to the producer, I can't move on with her. And producer asks Tamra in her confessional, what do you know? And then she says, well, there were some rumors about another guy at a yoga studio that she got involved with.
Well, too bad Tamra has zero credibility or somebody might actually believe her. I don't believe a word she says.
I cannot believe that you're doing this again. Like you are
Right.
literally doing this again. There's some rumors. Okay, well, you don't think there's rumors about you? Isn't that what got you in trouble to begin with?
She's horrible.
So we'll have to wait and see what happens next week. But I do think you're right. I think that we're going to see the picture next week.
And the coming attraction also says that is Tamra telling Gretchen, you've repeatedly come after me for the last 12 years. I have only ever seen Tamra go after Slade. I have followed Gretchen on social media for years on my private account. I'm pretty sure Wyman never follows her.
Mm-hmm.
I've never once seen Gretchen go after Tamra.
Well, I guess she's referring to that one comment she put on her daughter's post.
One comment.
Yep. That's all she's got.
That's all she's got, literally.
So then Watch What Happens Live was on, and Katie was on, and Kim Zolciak was on.
I didn't watch it.
So in the audience was Ariana and her boyfriend Hudson and Katie's husband Matt. And Andy asked Katie, where do you stand with Emily and Gina? And her response was, who?
That's very telling.
Yes. Katie maintains that only Matt heard the audio. She told the girls about it, but they did not hear it.
But Alexis Bellino is the one who said she listened to it.
Right.
I can't believe I'm actually going to say this, but I believe Alexis.
I don't believe any of them. I swear.
Nah, you're right.
I really don't. I think they're all a bunch of liars. They really are.
You're right.
Then Andy's doing the truth bomb, and the truth bomb was to Kim. Ariana revealed that you spent all of her money as a child, and Kim said, well, like he said, what was it spent on, and are you going to pay her back? And Kim said it was spent on bills. I was left holding the bag. And yeah, she's going to pay her back. And she said something about like she has a spreadsheet, and Andy's like, I don't really think you know how to use a spreadsheet. She's like, no, I don't. So I don't know what that means. So Andy, his poll questions were, who is worse, Alexis and Tamra or Katie? And 83% said Alexis and Tamra is worse.
Thank God.
Yeah, exactly. Who is really to blame for the Shannon mess, Katie or Tamra? 79% of the people said Tamra.
This is what I mean. Nobody likes this woman.
I know.
I mean, we've said it before, like, at least Teresa has, I mean, I don't know how many are left, but she had a huge following. She had huge support. And I always figured that's what was keeping her on the show.
Right.
But Tamra doesn't have that. Tamra does not have that support from the fans.
No, she doesn't. She really doesn't. Scale of 1 to 10, how shady was Tamra for bringing Joe to Heather's party?
Please tell me 100%.
9. Shady. A scale of 1 to 10. She got a 9.
Oh. I'm like, wait, what? Okay, yes.
Yeah. Okay. Do you believe Katie was telling bloggers to put out stories, yes or no? 86% said yes.
We've said it. I think Katie thought she wasn't coming back and was doing some shit.
Yeah. Whose side are you on, Jenn or Tamra? 86% are on Jen's side.
God, thank God. I feel like the number should be even higher.
That's high. Does Jenn want a single white? Does she want a single white female Tamra? No, 86%.
Yeah.
No.
If anything, I think maybe Jenn just wanted the opportunity to be on the show and maybe tried to find those opportunities. And I think that goes on, like I said, every franchise.
I do too.
If you live in the area, why not?
Then he went to Kim. Why did you and Croy split? And she doesn't really answer it. She said the rug was pulled out from under her. She moved into a new home. He asked her where she's living. She moved into a new home and at the end of February, and that she loves it and she's happy. So she also said she's dating. She is seeing someone now. She met him through a friend.
So it's not Tom Hanks' son?
Nope. That question was asked last time she talked to Chet Hanks was a few weeks ago. Andy asked her if she thought Hudson and Ariana were endgame. And she said that they have been together since they were 14.
What? Really?
Yeah. No, I knew that they've been together a long time, since they were 14. They're definitely endgame.
Wow. That's adorable.
Yeah. And then she said something else, like there was a time, I guess, when Hudson and her weren't together. And Ariana said to Kim, I'm just going to wait for Hudson to come back. Like, he'll be back. And he did. He came back.
I just got the chills. That's adorable.
I was like, they're very sweet. They really are sweet.
Oh, that's adorable.
Then he brought up, Andy said Jax told, because he said in the reunion that he was close to, to Kim. And since the divorce, she said since the divorce, they've been talking more. And he was supposed to be in Atlanta and they were supposed to meet up, but it didn't work out, just to talk. It's not like they were just as friends. I think it's interesting that she's talking. But then he asked her, like, what other like housewives do you talk to? And she actually does name quite a few housewives that she like talks to.
From Atlanta or different franchises?
All over. What is the biggest misconception that's been going on about you in the public? And Kim said that I've never not worked. She said that I spent everyone's money. I've always worked. And I do believe that is true. I mean, she had Big Papa.
She was a nurse, and then, I mean, was she working when Real Housewives of Atlanta started? Was she working, or wasn't Big Papa just paying her bills?
Big Papa was paying her bills and she was a nurse, but if I'm not mistaken, Big Papa told her to stop working and that he would pay her bills.
Okay, but then you can't say I've always worked.
Well, I mean, she was working. Like,
I guess maybe she meant like Real Housewives of Atlanta was her job.
Well, yeah, I mean, that was her job. But what I'm saying is it's not like she didn't have a job and she met Big Papa and he took care of her. She had a job and she was working. He told her to quit your job and I'll take care of you.
Right.
You know, that's
well, when you're married and have a family, but want to tap that ass any chance you get, she really can't work because work can't get in the way of your rendezvous.
Well, there could be that, but it's not like she wasn't working. It's not like Big Papa, found her on the side of the road and
I mean,
she didn't have a
Tardy for
job.
the Party went on for quite a few years.
Well, she talked about that,
and they were all getting paid for that.
Yeah, well, Candy
Troy
took her
was
to court.
getting paid for that too.
With the show. Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about the song.
I mean that too, but yeah, no, I meant the show.
Yeah, no, the show did go on. The song was brought up too, and Andy said, what kind of money do you think you made from that? She's like, a lot more than they do now. Like now, what do you get, like $1 or something? Because back when they made that was like when there was actual like singles, like like not just everything streaming.
iTunes, yeah.
And she goes, I got exactly, and she says Candy got paid because Candy sued her, so Candy did get her money.
It's pretty amazing that Candy had to sue her to get her money.
Yeah, well,
that song never would have happened without Candy. So fuck you, Kim. You should never have let it get to the point of litigation.
Well, she did. She also said that she got exactly what she wanted. She wanted to be a one-hit wonder, and she did. I remember her saying that when she was doing the song. She's like, I want to be a one-hit wonder. I'm like, who says that?
What was the beef with Nene? Nene thought she was going to be on the track.
Well, I think it was originally they were supposed to be on it. It was a different song. I think they were, it was before Candy got involved in it, to be quite honest with you. I think it was going to be Kim and Nene, and then Candy got involved, and I guess Nene wasn't showing up. I don't remember exactly. I'd have to go back and watch it. It was so long ago.
It was.
But she's good with Nene now, too. Like they, there's no beef there. She said she was supposed to meet up with Phaedra the other day, too. So her and Phaedra, still talk. But also Andy brought up about her wig. He's like, we have, your wig, right? And right behind me, she says, oh my gosh. She goes, that's one of the real heavy ones. He goes, yeah, it is heavy. She goes, the funny thing about that was I didn't even have access to the Bierman closet at the time. She saw the label get printed out that it was going to NBC. And she's like, where's this going? How'd this get out? So I guess that's when he like locked her out and he was doing it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I thought that was interesting. I'm sure once this, I don't know if it'll ever get, leaked to the public or whatever, but there's two sides to every story, right? I mean, there's two sides to every story. I don't know. I mean, I want to say it's all Kim's fault, but I've seen some really crazy videos of Croy too. Like he's not
only that, but Croy, there were a lot of different avenues you could have gone on after retiring from the NFL, if in fact that's what you even did. I don't know. I didn't follow his career, so I don't know.
He didn't retire. He just didn't get picked up.
He didn't get picked up.
He got injured and then he never came back. He couldn't come back from the injury.
And there are all different things you can do at that point. You chose reality TV. Mm-hmm. You chose to marry somebody on reality TV. As a matter of fact, you lost your parents over it. Like, you made these decisions too. You chose to have 4 more children with her when she already had 2 kids, right? They got 4, 3 boys and a girl.
Yep.
Yeah. You did, you were right alongside making these choices. If you didn't have someone looking out for your finances, that's on you.
Yeah. I agree.
6 kids is a lot of kids. And to live the lifestyle you clearly wanted to live just as much as Kim wanted to live.
Something interesting came out too. So Katie's parents go to the same church as Kim's parents and they're friends.
No way.
Yep. How funny is that?
That's wild.
Yeah. And you should have seen the look on Kim's face when she found that out. She's like, really?
Did she talk to her parents now?
I don't know. That question wasn't asked.
Damn.
I don't know.
I wonder if Croy talks to his parents now that they're getting divorced.
We don't know. These are all good questions.
We should have done that interview. Andy, come on. Get your shit together. Have us on as bartenders, for crying out loud.
Yes, Andy, please. We would love to be bartenders and watch what happens live.
We'll ask the
Rewind whenever.
questions.
We will. Or we'll definitely ask the question. Or maybe they're on the after show. Maybe I have to watch the after show. I didn't watch the Watch What Happens Live after show.
Before we came on, I just started watching the Pamela Anderson and Liam Neeson Watch What Happens Live. Did you watch that yet?
I did not watch that one yet.
I just started it, but apparently I did not realize this. Andy has been friends with Liam Neeson for a very long time.
Really? I did not know that either.
No, me neither. So he says, I'm not going to ask you what's going on between the two of you. But what I am going to say is that I've been a friend of yours for a very long time. So myself and other friends of yours for a very long time he said something and he said, as the kids say, but basically saying like, we fully support what's going on here.
Well, I thought that on the Today Show last week, they admitted that they were romantically involved.
I mean, they must have, because
they did.
Talking about cooking for each other and who likes to cuddle the most. And I mean, all the questions were leading up to it. But I guess Andy figured as his friend, he wasn't going to do that, especially if they already admitted on ABC. I mean, why would they have to?
No, on the Today Show. That's it.
Well, okay, great. Same network. So yeah. But I'm interested in watching the rest because I like both of them. I'm very happy for Pamela Anderson.
I would like to watch the Naked Gun too. I mean, that was one of my favorites. Like, I would love to. I would love to watch that. Even Happy Gilmore too. I think I need to watch that too. I didn't watch it yet.
I told Eric we need to watch that. Do you believe I've never even seen Happy Gilmore 1? And I love Adam Sandler. It's probably the only Adam Sandler movie I've never watched.
Well, maybe watch that one first.
Yeah, that's what I told Eric. But we'll watch the second one. He's watched it, but
so that's all I have. I guess until next time, thank you for watching. Please give us 5-star reviews and subscribe. Bye.
Bye.